Yoga is the connection of mind, body, and spirit. When we take time for ourselves, we're better able to show up in our day-to-day lives, knowing that the tools we need are always within us, using our breath and our body as our guide. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's practice. My name is Brittany, and I'll be guiding you for today. We'll be focusing on side body length and strength. So if you happen to have a block handy, having it at the top of your mat. And we'll get started lying on our backs. So making your way down onto your mat with the feet to the outer edges. And the palms can come to rest on top of the belly, or option to have the arms resting alongside the body, palms facing up. So just taking a moment to settle into your space. And just observing what sensations are coming up here. And just being mindful of them as we move through our practice in those areas of tension and ease. And can we move in a way that supports our physical body? Beginning to observe the breath. And just observing our quality of the breath today, whether it's short and shallow. Maybe it's smooth and steady. And see if you can begin to lengthen out through the breath. And we'll start to find some soft, subtle movement through the body, wiggling out through the toes, wiggling the fingers, circling out through the wrists and the ankles, maybe nodding the head from side to side. And on an inhale, we'll reach the arms up and overhead. The legs will draw together, toes to point towards the top of your space. We'll take an inhale, feeling this length from the fingertips all the way through to the toes. And then exhale to release. And we'll walk the feet over towards the right side of our space. And maybe just observing if there's any sensation coming up through our left ankle to the top of our left hip. And then we'll begin to walk the arms over towards the right side, maybe finding a generous bend through the elbows, feeling this side body stretch from the top of our left hip up to our left armpit. And you might take the gaze over towards the right side, an option to cross the left ankle over top of the right. And observing if that changes anything. Maybe it does and maybe it doesn't, and that's okay. Seeing if you can breathe into the left side of the body. And then we'll uncross our left ankle from over top of the right. Walk the feet back through to center. Walk the arms back through center. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're walking the feet over to the left. Observing that sensation from the right ankle to the top of the right hip. And then maybe we walk the arms over towards the left. Know that this side might feel completely different, and that's okay. We have the option here of taking our gaze over towards the left. And maybe crossing our right ankle over top of the left. Observing the sensation through the right side of our body. And then we'll uncross the right ankle, walk the feet back through to center, finding that inhale. And then on the exhale, draw one knee in towards the chest and then the other. Option for the palms to come and rest behind the thighs or the tops of the shins, whichever is more accessible today. And we'll feel that length all the way through the spine. And then draw the knees towards the side of your mat. And then away from the body, imagine that you're drawing circles with the knees. And just observing those sensations through the hips. And then reverse the direction here. And then the knees will come back in towards the chest. Palms will come behind the thighs. Option here to rock along the spine if it feels comfortable today. If not, rocking onto your side, and we'll meet up at the top of our mat in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Taking our time to arrive here. So we're rooting through our sit bones, stacking our pelvis with the ribs, and then softening the shoulders away from the ears. Palms can rest on top of the knees or on the thighs. And we'll take an inhale, feeling this length through the spine. Begin to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. On the exhale, draw the shoulder blades together and then down the back. And we'll do two more like this. Inhale, drawing up. And exhaling together and down. And then we'll relax the shoulders. Take an inhale, reach the arms out and up. And on the exhale, palms face down towards the mat. Trace the front line of the body. Inhale to reach up. And on the exhale, we'll take our left palm, plant beside the left hip, reach up through the right fingertips, and then exhale over towards our left side. Option to walk the left fingertips out, feeling this side body stretch through the right. Drawing the right knee down towards the mat, we'll take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll come back up towards center. And then exhale, right palm plants beside the right hip, reaching up through the left fingertips, and then exhale. Feeling that stretch through the left side, maybe we walk the right fingertips out, drawing the left knee down. And then inhale, arms come back up towards center. This time on the exhale, we're taking our right palm over to the left knee as we draw the left arm behind the body. Take an inhale, feel that length through the spine. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale, arms reach back up towards center. And exhale, this time left palm to our right knee as the right arm draws behind the body. Inhale to find that length. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale, arms to reach up. And on the exhale, the palms will print in front of the body, fingers spread wide, rooting through the knuckle pads of the fingers. We'll stack the wrists with the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Coming into our first tabletop position of our practice. And we're just observing how the wrists feel here. If they're feeling a little sensitive, you can stack the palms into fists. And if the knees are feeling sensitive, option to tuck the toes underneath. So just observing how that feels here. We'll take an inhale, draw the sit bones back towards the heels, and we'll draw the hips over towards the left side of our mat, coming forward, and then hips shift over towards the right. So we're finding a little bit of circles, just checking in with our knees, our hips, and the wrists. And then reverse the direction. And then inhale, we'll come back through to center, finding that neutral spine. On the exhale, tuck the toes underneath. We'll press the sit bones up, thighs press back, finding our first downward facing dog and taking a moment just to observe what sensations are coming up here. Rooting through the index finger and the thumb as the elbows draw in towards one another. Option to bend through the knees so that we can lengthen out through the spine. And then maybe we pedal out the feet, bending through the knees. And then option here to bend through the right knee, gaze underneath the left armpit. Come back through to center, bend through the left knee, gaze underneath the right. And then one more time each side. Inhale, we'll come back through to center, extend our left leg up and back. Exhale to draw the left knee in towards the chest, round through the spine, plant the foot between the palms, and we'll lower our right knee down. Option to walk the left foot forward, we're stacking our ankle with our knee. And then inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, opening the arms up towards the left. Feel the navel drawing in towards the spine. Drawing our left hip in as our right hip draws forward. We'll take another inhale. And then exhale, arms to sweep back up. And then we'll plant the palms down onto the mat, frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the right foot all the way up to meet the left. Inhale, palms to shins or thighs, halfway lift, neutral spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up, reach up. And exhale, palms together at heart center. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. And then on the exhale, bring the right palm beside the body. Begin to reach the left arm up and overhead. And then the left arm is going to cross over to the right, hinge from the hips, bend through the knees. We're going to sweep our left palm over to the left side. And then right palm takes over for the left as we reach up towards the left side, reach it up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're diving over to the left, hinging from the hips, bending through the knees. Left arm replaces the right. We find that stretch up through the side body. And then exhale. Right arm replaces the left, reaching all the way up. And then exhale, we dive forward. Palms will plant down to the mat. Option here to walk, step, or hop to the back of our space. We're taking an inhale through plank. On the exhale, lower the knees down and we'll come all the way down to the mat. Root through the tops of the feet. On the inhale, chin and chest to lift. And on the exhale, our forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale to tuck the toes underneath, pressing up through hands and knees. Exhale, knees lift off the mat. Sit bones reach up, thighs press back, our downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and back. Exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest, plant the foot between the palms. We're lowering the left knee down this time. Maybe we walk the foot forward, stacking our right ankle with our knee. And then inhale, arms to sweep up, checking in with this side of the body. And then exhale, we're opening up over towards the right. Navel drawing in, maybe finding a point of focus on the ground. Finding that stability, that balance through our side body. And then inhale, arms to sweep up. Exhale, palms plant down, frame the right foot. We're tucking our left toes, lift the left knee, step the left foot all the way up to meet the right. Inhale, palms to shins or thighs, halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to reach up. And exhale, palms together at heart center. We're going to ground through our left foot. On the inhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. Hands can come to the hips. And then on the exhale, we're going to kick our right foot back. See if you can land the foot to the back of your space. And we'll pivot the right foot to come parallel to the back of our space. So we're finding ourselves in our warrior two position, and we have a few options here. You can walk the right foot back if this feels comfortable through the hips. Option to walk the left foot in depending on how that angle feels through the knee. So just checking here that we feel really rooted and grounded through the feet. You might even close down the eyes just for a moment. I'm seeing if this is a sustainable position in your body. finding your breath. And then we'll take an inhale, reverse the left palm up towards the sky. Exhale, reach it up and overhead. The right palm connects to our thigh. Inhale to come back through to center. And on the exhale, our left forearm plants to our left thigh as the right arm reaches up and overhead. And then we begin to move with our breath. Inhale to come through to center. Exhale, reaching it up and overhead. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we'll come back through to center. And on the exhale, take the bend out of the left knee. Inhale to bend back through the knee, maybe taking the gaze over the left palm. And then checking in with how that feels through our left knee. The next inhale, we'll take the bend out of our left knee. We'll draw our right hip back and then walk the left fingertips forward. We'll take the back of the left palm to the inside of our left shin, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. If you have your block handy, you can bring it to the inside of the left foot as the left palm rests on top, finding that extra length through our side body. So we can feel this length, our core is engaged, and maybe we find a micro bend through the left knee. Checking in with our breath and just meeting with our body where it is today. We'll take another inhale, and then on the exhale, set our block off towards the side. We'll bend through the left knee, arms come back through to center. This time we'll take the bend out, pivot the left foot to come parallel to the top of your mat. We'll take an inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky, and then on the exhale, begin to hinge from the hips. We'll fold forward. So palms can come down to the mat. If you have your block, maybe you're bringing your palms to your block, finding that length here, and just checking in with the body. We'll set our block off towards the top of the back of our mat this time. Inhale to come up towards center, reach the arms all the way up. And then exhale, we're pivoting our right foot to come parallel to the back of our mat. Checking in with our warrior two stance on this side, and then arms reach out. We take that inhale. Reverse the right palm up. Exhale to reach it up and overhead as our left palm connects to the thigh. Inhale to come back through to center. Exhale, right palm to our thigh, reaching the left arm up and overhead. Inhale. And exhale. Exploring this movement with your breath. Next inhale as we come through to center. Exhale, check in with our right knee as we take the bend out of the knee, moving with your breath, finding what feels really stable through the hips, through the legs, and just through our body. The next time that we take the bend out of the knees, we're reaching our left hip back, walk the right fingertips forward, and then exhale, the back of the right palm can connect to the inside of our right shin as the left arm reaches up towards the sky. Option here again to find our block, bringing it to the inside of our right foot, maybe closer in towards the body so that we can find that length. Checking in with how this feels here. Softening through the breath. And then we'll set our block off towards the side. Inhale, bend through the right knee, come back up towards center. On the exhale, we're windmilling the palms, framing our right foot, pivot onto the tippy top toes of the left. Step the right foot all the way back. We're inhaling through plank. And on the exhale, knees come down to the mat. Tops of the feet to root down. Knees as wide as it feels comfortable. And we'll bring our sit bones back towards our heels, finding our wide-legged child's pose. Option 2, bring a block underneath the forehead, finding a little bit of length for the spine. Maybe the sit bones are really far away from the mat. So option to bring the block for the sit bones to rest down onto. Beginning to slow down the breath. Maybe rocking the forehead from side to side, finding a gentle massage in our body. And then we'll inhale, walk the palms in towards the body. Rising up, we'll set our blocks off to the side if you have any props underneath you. And then we'll bring the knees together, shifting onto one side of the hips, extend the legs out in front of the body. And making ourselves midway up the mat. Checking in here, and then taking your time to lower down onto your back. Palms will come to rest on top of the belly, and we'll walk the heels in towards our sit bones. Imagine that you could graze the backs of the heels with the tips of the fingers. If not, no worries. We'll inhale, shift the hips up and over towards the left side of your space. Inhale, our knees draw in towards the chest. And on the exhale, the knees will fall over towards the right side. Arms can extend out wide into a T. Or depending on the space that you have, right palm will rest on top of the left knee as the left arm draws up and overhead. Option to bring a block in between the knees or underneath the knees. And allowing our left shoulder to connect down to the earth. Breathing in through the left side body. Inhale, we'll come back through to center. Soles of the feet plant down onto the mat, shifting our hips back to neutral. Pause here for just a moment. And then exhale, hips shift over towards the right. Knees draw in towards the chest on our inhale. And exhale, knees fall over towards the left. Arms will find the position that we were on the other side, whether that's in the T. Maybe you bend at the elbows, finding 90 degrees, or cactus arms. Or maybe the left palm rests on top of the right knee as our right arm draws up and overhead. Feeling that openness through the chest. Flowing down the breath. And then we'll inhale, coming back through to center. Soles of the feet will plant down onto the mat. Shift the hips back to neutral. Palms will come to rest on top of the belly. Heel toe the feet a little wider than hip distance, and knees will knock in towards one another. Observing all the sensations through the body. Maybe it's changed, maybe it hasn't, and that's okay. Softening into our breath. An option to stay here as long as it feels comfortable. For those of you ready to end the practice, you'll heel toe the feet all the way into touch. Reach the left arm up and overhead, and we'll roll over to our left side. Taking a moment to pause here. Using the arms, we'll support ourselves up into any comfortable seat with our eye gaze soft. And bringing our palms together at heart center, you'll rub them together, finding a little bit of heat. And we'll direct them to any area of the body that you feel needs attention. This might be over top of the eyes, maybe over top of the heart. Maybe it's two places. We'll take an inhale. And an exhale. Bringing the hands together at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. It was an honor and a privilege to guide you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.